So this whole game takes place on Earth, which is kind of cool, I guess. So how do I buy stuff in this game?
He's about to kick you out.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Be careful.
It is your group, though, so.
Jump from a building.
Use it carefully.
Oh, me? What do you mean? Adam's cool. I don't got a problem with Adam. It ain't like it's Dimitri I'm talking to. See, if it was Dimitri, I would have just told him jump from a building while shooting yourself in the face or something like that. It would have been much worse. Do a backflip while doing it. So it'll be... It's just Dimitri. His voice annoys me.
Some people are like that. I'm not gonna lie. Some people, like... I think my own personal voice is annoying. Personally. I think my voice is annoying.
It just... How long it takes him to get a sentence out. I can walk around the whole block and he'll just finish that one word. Like, oh, okay. No, I just hate him. And then it was that older, you know, it was a lot of things that just hit at once. Like, you can't have all that. You can, like, think and have a bad speech impediment and all this other kind of stuff.
Get off of me.
It is.
Damn.
I'm about to leave in a little bit.
Yeah, you working today or
10
something?
minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. I'm leaving.
Yo,
Trying to
freaking,
trying
you're
to
in
be a
Philly,
bar
right?
back. That's what I want to be. Yeah,
Yo, you're in Philly, right?
bar back. Back. A bar back?
Dude, a bar back is probably one of the best positions to be at at a bar or a restaurant
Yeah.
because, and here's the reason why. Because you could be a manager and people would not know that you're a manager.
You remember Alan, right? You remember when we had that apartment, me, him, and Boulder? Remember how much money he was pulling in? Like he could afford that place by himself.
Yeah, like you get paid regular wages. You get paid regular wages, and you can get some of the
You
bartender's
basically just help
tips.
out
Yeah,
the bar. You just
yeah,
help the people at the bar.
yeah. It's one of the best
And look at
positions
tips and
I've
all
ever
that kind
had.
of stuff.
It was by far one of the best positions I've ever had.
That's why me and Boulder. Remember how Boulder was mad because he had internet and we were trying to steal it and all that. It wasn't Boulder. It was me and Tony. He had internet. He locked his door and all that other kind of stuff. We had nothing. We over there fighting in the in the apartment. And, I mean, Alan just had everything. And we just like, how we gonna get rent? I'm like, what? What was I about to say?
Oh my
As I was
god.
saying, I think the
You can
strongest
get
mutant
overwhelmed
probably
in the free
Magneto's
roam,
daughter.
which is
Both
hilarious.
of them. They're like two of the strongest. Who? I said his daughters. Magneto's daughters is like the strongest ones out there, really.
Yeah, apparently she is one of the strongest.
Yeah, both of them though. They both real powerful. Magneto's daughters. Yeah, the weakest one was his son.
Yeah. Some of it, yeah. It was
I
her
can't never
and
remember
Emma
her name
Frost.
though.
Emma Frost
Huh?
was part of it too.
Yeah. No, that was the old faction though, right? That was wasn't Emma Frost part of the old part of it? Because you know she was pretty
One
old
of
at
the
that point in time.
one of the original like story arcs is like Emma Frost was part like with Magneto, and she was just a seductress or a siren of that story, and she was fairly strong, but Scarlet Witch was like the strongest out of like all the way it was written, like and all the news
That's because
stories
she
and
could
stuff like
change
that.
the timeline. She could change
Well,
the
yeah,
timeline to her fitness.
yeah. Well, when like off of the videos that I've been watching and stuff like that, not the actual comics. Like I wish I would read more, but off of that and Scarlet Witch, like they make her like she had a family with Vision, and like it was all like made up where someone brainwashed her, and she was so damn strong that like, and this is like if you go deep into the lore where there's like Xavier has a twin sister, and she's evil. There's Xavier finds out that Scarlet Witch is one of the most powerful mutants or whatever you want to call them. Like they're
Omega, their
superhuman.
Omega level. That's what they
Like,
call it.
and
Omega.
in every single alternate universe, there's just one multiverse where she was just super evil, and like they made it come to fruition where it was like, yeah, like I know you're evil within this universe. I found you in a different universe where you're batshit crazy. So, and there's like so much of that crap that I'm like, it's really hard for me to wrap my head around.
Mhm.
But it like, yeah, she had her own family, she had her own kids, and Eric, no, not Eric, but whatever the son's name is. What's the son's name?
Ooh, what is that?
What's Quicksilver's name? Quicksilver. What's his name though?
I don't know. I don't know the name.
Well, his like the Quicksilver goes up to Eric, which is Magneto. Quicksilver goes to
Mhm.
Magneto and he's like, "Hey, your daughter is one of the strongest beings in the universe. Are you gonna stop it? And Magneto goes like, I can't. You know, I can't do anything because that's my daughter. You know. So he's telling his dad to stop it, and Magneto's like, I can't, you know, kill.
Well, that's how Xavier is with his son.
But Legion is different. Legion, yeah. But here's the
How
thing,
is
though.
he different? Yeah.
That's all in one person too. That's all, yeah. That's all stuck
What
in
if
one
he kills
person.
Scarlet Witch? That would be like death right there for everyone. Because you remember when he kills a mutant, he takes their powers. So it's like if he takes her powers, it's already too late.
Yeah. And here's how they write it. They write it so like, and even if you read DC Comics, like they write it where there's multiple people that are editing and looking over these stories, but also at the same time you're taking this creative liberty to analyze the psyche of just people in general. Like everything is relative. If you think about it, if you write it down and you're writing a good story, and you're thinking, like, just think of a really good story that you have ever written or has been written. You can say Sherlock Holmes, or you could say like, what's it, Moby Dick, or freaking Shakespeare, or Alexander Dumas, or Harry Potter, you know, or Maya Angelou. Like there's experience within that, and it's how you tell a story or what you have to write. And the thing is, like, when you're writing characters like that, every single character that's in the X-Men, like, every single character has its own writer. You know, like, that branches his own little, like, series off of that. So, like, the core X-Men, you believe the core X-Men, and you think of, like, okay, Uncanny X-Men, it's like Cyclops was in it, I think. And then you go off of Wolverine was in it, I think. Jean Grey was in it, I think. Xavier was in it. You know, and then you think of just, like, core certain characters. And then, like, well, look at Wolverine. Look how they wrote Wolverine, where it's like, he can't die, he could technically be a zombie, he could be this, he could be that, he went to Japan, he was with Captain America, he did, you know, like, and you write every single aspect of it, and then it's like, oh, well, don't forget multiverse, you know? And it's like, well, everything happens, you know? Everything happens, but in this story, not all of it happens, but this is what is transpiring. But with Scarlet Witch, everything happens, period. It's all, like, it's all being written at the same time, but also it's all relevant, because her character is, like, part of the multiverse, where it's like, with the whole Legion is every single person that's in, like, his head. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, okay. But yeah, freaking, I'll probably talk to you tonight or tomorrow. But, like, with the whole, are you still talking about it, Cole? Yeah. Well, like, when you write something good, alright? And this is just based on, like, just write something and then take cliff notes or write series of it, and then kind of, like, you have to, you start, you know, and well, yeah, like, hold on for 1 second. I gotta get out, and I have to leave the party and come back to the party because your mic is cracking up on me. Alright, say something. Yeah. Alright, it's not cracking anymore. Is my mic cracking on you? I don't know. I should pull up YouTube and see if it's cracking on there. Like, I noticed, like, my first couple streams on Saturday, like, oh man, I had bad echoes and everything like that. I'm just, like, doing you know, just test plays right now and just trying to be more comfortable in front of the camera. But yeah, man. I never was. I had Shane as a roommate, and then I had freaking, you know, the other guy, Devin, who was never there, and then he was like the first to leave. And then there was Andrew, which is like my other roommate, my actually dorm roommate, and he was super cool. But he started, I think he's like writing movies, and he was the only one that in our room that actually graduated. I'm like, damn. And then me and Shane made a bet who would graduate first. It's still an ongoing bet. I'm not sure what the bet was off of though. I just like sniping these guys with a carbine, and I call it a carbine. It's probably not a carbine. It's just a scout rifle, but it's just funny just picking at them. You know, I think this game is still free, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you do have it. Why? Wait, what happened? Oh, Forsaken. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't wanna build into that hype because the next game is coming out already. So it's like I'll save my money for the next game, or if this game comes out for free, like someone bought the game God of War. I don't play God of War, but he sold it to me for you know, it was like he sold it to me for like $30 or whatever, and I bought it for 40 because I was like, hey, you know, like, I'll keep in touch with you, and I gave him an extra $10 because he lost his job or whatever. And then turns out, like, I'm like, I don't even like God of War. Like, I don't like the game of it because there was just a couple things in it that like kind of hit me the wrong way. It's a beautiful game, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I'll be playing it anytime soon. This guy's still shooting at me. Wow. I'm always backpedaling. That's why I'm like, And this guy's like, bitch. I gotta learn how to shoot faster and more precisely. And I'm still playing Andromeda, which is kind of sad. But yeah, like if you are gonna write a comic book or something like that, I'm just saying if you are going to be a director or someone that is going to give creative content or creative concept to anything like that, which is like you said, you know. He disappeared. I was gonna pick him up, but he disappeared. Like, it's really hard to get under these people's shields. Oh, wow. Yeah, the darkness is gonna get me. Charlie Murphy's gonna get me. Did you like that Chappelle Show reference? And your name is Charlie, so it's like, eh. I thought I'd throw that in there. See, this guy's got a machine pistol thingy. Damn. Whatever, man. You had it. You have experience. You have experience, and that's all that matters. And you learn from it. She's probably really hot. What? Exactly. She was super hot, and you don't regret any of it. That's how it is, plain and simple. We'll leave it at that. Like, no, man. I'm perfectly fine with someone that is crazy. I'm perfectly fine with that. Uh, yeah, but you can't control people. You can't. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, you have a personality, and you have a strong. And I'll say this. I say you have a strong affinity with who you are like with yourself. You have a strong affinity with yourself and who you are. And that's why like a lot of people don't understand that when they are figuring out who they are or who they want to be with. And that in turn wastes people's time. Not just yours or theirs, but it wastes people's time when you don't know who you are. Like, me and Kelly, like, I still love her. Is she with someone else? Yeah, she's with someone else. And I knew she was going to be with someone else if I didn't treat her good. But I'm happy for her being happy. I'm happy for her doing her thing. But, you know what? The fact that she doesn't respect me is the biggest blow of a relationship. Where it's like, you have to give yourself the time to grow. You should give yourself the time to expand and increase your quality of your thoughts, you know? And some people don't do that. Some people will keep you stuck in your own head, you know? And it sucks. It sucks because they will attack you, and they'll attack the way you think, they'll attack the things you believe, and they'll attack your character because it's the easiest thing. Because they can't see it, and they automatically know that they can control what they say. And they can control you because they're controlling your thoughts. You know? And that's why you're not with them, and that's your environment now. Your environment is that you are no longer with them. So, like, yeah, you saying, oh yeah, this person's crazy and you're not with them anymore, it's like, yeah, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Like, not being with anyone can be a bad thing. The reason why it can be a bad thing is because you have to be able to move forward. And sometimes people help you move forward. It's a true thing though. Like, if you're with someone, it's like you have that little bit of inspiration to be like, yeah, I want to move forward because I want what they want too. And I want to see it happen, you know? And sometimes, like, if you're with the wrong people, you don't want to see them moving forward. You just want them to kind of buckle down and do the right thing. And to me, I felt like I want this person to buckle down and do the right thing, which is do what I want right now. And it's like, doing what I want right now does not help them. So they're going to move forward without you. And it's like, you know, when you see that, yeah, it sucks. It sucks so bad. And when I moved out of Pittsburgh, that was the biggest thing that I've ever had to wrap my head around, was because I've done, I'm going to say about 9 jobs within the last year and a half. Or jobs being not just physical employment labor, but I'm going to say I did 9 jobs that I didn't want to do. Like, me working at a job that wasn't a job to me, which was going to the bar every day, me going to the bar every day was not bad. I liked going to the bar. It took me away from my girlfriend, and it also, like, it was not work. It was something I did that gave me rent money, and it gave me a meaning to survive. Like, and I had this good habit where it's like I showed up, you know? It was great to be able to show up and do something on my own terms. I would show up at around like noon or 4 o'clock, and that's 4 hours of me doing whatever I want. if you can show up to your job personally at 12 o'clock, all right, and you're not have to work until 4 o'clock, doesn't that make you feel good? And it's on your own terms, and it's a bar, and you can sit and eat, and you can talk to people, and you can go to the bar, or you can have a taco, you can, like, I had so many aspects of my life where it was just like, hey, you're a college kid that just has everything, don't you? And my boss was like, hey, I envy you. I'm jealous of you and, like, what you do. I'm like, yeah, I went to the gym on my day off, and I ate a taco, and, you know, I slept. You know, like, I love being here. At this point, you know that. Yeah, and I don't knock at it. I don't knock at where I'm at now. Like, sometimes I feel people want to cut me down. And it's like, yeah, those are your hardest critics. People are your hardest critics, and you are your own hard critic because you're the one accepting how people talk to you. And you have the choice to accept how people talk to you, or you can change your environment, period. Like, you ultimately have the decision of how you live your life, or where you put your life. Period. What do you mean? But you have the decision to change it. Unless someone is holding a gun to your head. If someone holds a gun to your head for 20 years... Yeah. 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 It's on your own terms, though. Yeah, it's your own terms, though. Oh, no, no, no. No, like... Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, like, when you say decision, though, like... Here's the thing. And decisions are human. Decisions are being human, period. There's animalistic, and there's nature, and there's, you know, carnal instinct. But, like, you ultimately can decide. I'm saying as a person, and as you, and me talking just straight to you, you have had the decision to go to school. You have had the decision to excel. You were given the choices and opportunities to do whatever. And you were chose, and other people are allowed to choose. They're not, like, they're not stuck, you know. Oh, no, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, a lot of other people are there, too. Yeah. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree. I agree with you 110%. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. And that was a for-profit school. It was a... But also, we had so many opportunities in that school to network. We had so many opportunities to definitely better other people, but also gain knowledge. But it was all on our own terms. Like no one held our hand. No one held a gun to your head either. And no one really decided which was the best for you. You decided for yourself what was best for you. And you know for a fact that it's rough for making your decisions. And the reason why it's rougher making your decisions is because, you know what? It's comfortable being where you are now as opposed to being a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever you were before. Like, you're here now. Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, you can. Well, here's the thing. You can choose the way you think. That's what I mean. Like, you can change those decisions now by the way you think about them. That's what I'm trying to say. And your thought process, and I'm not saying T-H-O-T, I'm actually thinking of the actual process of reinventing yourself, should be... Oh, that's a sword? Oh. I didn't know this dude had a sword. The favorite character right now. Just like Omnislash. Woo! Spatial. But here's the thing, though. Like, I respect your walk of life, and I respect your you know, abilities. Yeah. Oh. 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 Whoa. They're fighting each other. I didn't know they were fighting each other. Yeah, people will fight each other, and people will fight you because they think they can win. Like, people will fight because they can win. That's their own, like, and some people that don't think, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you want something, if you genuinely want something, and you put your heart, your mind, and your intent, and you ask the universe for it, and you work towards it, you usually will get it. Period. If you want something. Like, hey, you ask the universe. Like, if you don't ask, you never get it. Like, I want, and I'm asking for, like, me to have a job just playing on YouTube, and playing on Twitch, and playing video games, and talking about video games. That's what I'm asking for right now. And I'm gonna work for it. So within, like, maybe 2 or 3 years, I'm gonna have something. And you wanna know why I'm gonna have something? Is because I'm gonna pick at it. I keep picking at it until it actually is something. I'm not gonna give up. Because it's easy. It's what I do, and it's what I enjoy, and it's like, is where I'm at my purest, you know? Your own natural, like, you're on your own terms, you know? And that's the thing. That's what people, like, give up. They give up their own, like, they sacrifice them having, you know, them being paid $20, $30, $40, $50 an hour because, you know, they're working for other people, you know? But it's like, I would rather not have to deal with working for other people. But with other people, that would be great, you know? But collaborate, you know, like where you're yourself, you know? You're on your own terms. That's the thing about being an artist or being your own entity, is people don't see that anymore. People want you to be something that they made, you know? People want you to be something that they like. And it's like, you know what? You have to be yourself. And if you're not genuine, people will find that out, you know? People will find you, and then they'll just be like, "Yeah, it's not. That's not what people enjoy." And sometimes that honesty is like it's a hard truth. Honesty is a hard truth that it's not for everyone. People like being lied to, and it's weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever noticed. But it's like, you know what? I don't like that. Also, I don't like when people are just, you know. In a way, I don't like it when people are just in it, like before. Like, I respect what you said, but you're like just in it for the money. It's like, yes, everyone is in something for the money, but if that is your only, yeah. But if that is your only source of drive, and it's not the respect, and it's not the like if you're not respecting the, well, here's the thing, if you don't respect the experience that you're gaining and the people you meet, it does change how you get that money, and it does change who sees you for, like, how you get that money. You know, like, yes, you will get that money, but you're gonna have to work twice as hard for something. Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about that. Like, I think that's more pop culture to me, that we're like, it's, yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's the life they choose, though. Like, they're around certain environment, and you know what? A lot of people will pay money just to be happy. That's the entertainment business for you. But that is the adult entertainment business, you know. And you know what? I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not bad. It gains money. It is something for adults, you know. But also, like, the reason why America is so sensitive towards it is because they are affecting society. They are social, what is it? Not icons or influencers. There we go. I don't know how to break these things. There we go. I don't know if these things are the things that explode or not. Are these the things that explode? See, like, someone told me there was something that explodes, and I didn't know what the hell they were telling me to shoot at. But anyways, like, yeah, like, if it's art. If it's art, though, art can be anything. And for a long time, I was, like, telling people that there was a guy that made an invisible art gallery. And he made $1 million off of it. And it's like, turns out it was a rumor, but I'm like, I don't think it's a rumor. Because I think people do that all the fucking time. Where they make galleries of whatever, and they make people pay X amount of dollars for something that they don't even get to have or see. But yeah, it was like invisible art. It was on the, like, oh man. Get over here. There we go. Like, people will make the most money off of the simplest art. I think I paid like one of the artists we went to school with. I paid her over like $300 for artwork.
See that skiff go by. That's all right. We'll get them next time.
I don't know what that mission was, so I probably failed it, but I probably don't care. Shotgun. See, I don't like the shotguns in this game, although someone said that they were nice in this game, and I'm like, I don't believe them. So pretty much every time I see something that I don't like, I just disassemble them. So I'm slowly working myself up there. How do I change my... Oh yeah, don't I have to be like back in the farm to change my power? Yeah, I honestly don't know what I'm doing in this game, which is perfectly fine, because I first played this game with people that beat the game like twice, 2 or 3 times, and they had like level 50 all characters, and I'm like, alright. But it's like, you know, I'm getting, trying to get a hold of the graphics, trying to get a hold of the gameplay, superpowers, whatever, this or that, and it's like, shit. You know, a lot of it's like, you literally have to have a, accelerated. You still there, Charles? Who's talking? I don't know what ammo is what ammo yet. Hello? Who's talking? Hello?
Thanks for checking in, you two. We've had our fill of Red Legion patrols and Fallen raids. We could use a spot of help with both.
See if you can track down a Fallen comms terminal. Dev's got an idea that's crazy enough to work.
It's difficult for the young to recognize the wisdom of experience. Let's say you use your access to prepare a broadcast in Fallen speak. I've been meaning to put this Cabal communications cipher to use.
The Red Legion fighting the Fallen for a change. Great idea. I can extract archived audio transmissions from any Fallen in the area. Got enough for a pretty convincing Fallen impression.
Don't mention accents around Dev unless you want a day-long lecture about city dialects. Meantime, that sightline to Red Legion air support is the cliffside where you and I set up that refugee beacon.
No one appreciates the finer things anymore.
I can't believe we have to go back into the mines again.
Chin up, you two. Good news, you'll be able to use a Fallen teleporter to reach the top. Bad news, they've wired the place to explode. So,
if I run a deep scan of the tunnels, we can borrow all these traps and explosives.
put them to good use sowing chaos between your enemies. A lovely idea.
Got it. Now I can transmit these horribly dangerous explosives wherever we need.
God bless you.
Great work. Broadcasting the message now. I decided to go with a marauder accent.
Why would you?
Marauder, eh? You know the thing that really lights my candle about their language?
Actually, Devrim, let's keep the channel clear. You know, to make sure there's no interference during the transmit.
A lot of big red ships headed your way. Whatever you said, it got their attention.
I used a pretty nasty word to describe Gaul. I don't want to repeat it here.
I do so love unconventional warfare. Explosions all the way back here. I bet it was quite a show.
Which means the Fallen and Red Legion heard it too. We'll let them shoot at each other for a while, and clean up whatever's left. Great work.
Lots of sun. It's.
Yo, what up?
Dang.
Oh, what what difficulty you playing? Assad, Silver? Yo, yesterday we ran pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. It was you, Hitman, and Char. Pretty good team. All the way until Platinum. As soon as we hit Platinum, hit a roadblock.
Have a grenade. Yeah. Coming.
Yeah.
fries, bitch.
Oh,
What was that?
why was it black, you said? What was black? I thought you said, what is black or something? Oh. Yeah, too bad it doesn't go all the way around you instead of just 45 degrees. If you need it, if you could just put it down and protect you all the way from the back, too. Oh, there you go.
Good luck.
You got your new little name tag, little plate.
So tracking those
Sideball,
things
sorry,
gives me
shotgun.
points. I think that gun's too slow.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Eagle either.
Carnifex is a little bit better than that gun. The Eagle.
The Eagle.
Guardian. Come now. Speak your mind.
Yeah, my first was the Roserod.
Well, yeah, if you played the first 3 games, the Carnifex was one of the basic ones in 2, I think, Mass Effect 2.
Yeah,
Ready
Mort.
if you are.
Good old
There-
Mort.
Morty. Good old Morty.
The intel seems
That's right,
accurate.
good old Morty.
No house banners, no devils, no wolves. Thrown it all away.
I don't know, man. Those Asaris are like legit one of the best written species in that series. Like, like having what's her face being the Shadow Broker. Spoiler. Like yeah, that was well written. I think that was probably one of the best things. And I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh.
Well, they didn't steal it. They just uncovered it a lot and then kept it to themselves.
Yeah, right. Kept it.
They didn't share their technology.
That's funny. Yeah. I can't play Madden. I can do the features of defense and throwing people off, but I cannot pick the plays. And the whole like receiving aspect, where if you're playing like 2-on-2, and someone is the quarterback and you're just receiving, I can do that, you know. But other than that, I cannot play sports games. Like those games are too much for me. And of course they're not going to give me any sniper rifles because they know that they're my favorite guns. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Get some more coffee.
Do you guys have a full boat over there, by the way? Yeah, it's cool. You probably have a powerhouse of a team. Well, if I knew you better, Assad, which I do, like, I'm not gonna say trash talk because I am actually a lower Apex score than you, but you know, you're the one that said it first, so. I don't know where I'm going. I don't. Super multi-kills. Power weapon kill. I could see why this gun would be awesome. And be a primary. It's like the DM, or not the DMR, but the battle rifle. Oh my god, the DMR in Halo, by the way, can we just talk about that? You know? Okay, so first off, and I understand that people love playing Mass Effect, people like playing over-the-shoulder gun games. I understand why people want to play first-person shooter gun games. But the thing is, if you play a strategic gun game, like Siege, or another aspect of strategic is like XCOM, like, you'd like to torture yourself, you know? Because those are team-based, you know, games. Definitely. Like, you make your team, and you have to depend on your team. You know? It's not just your skills, not just your abilities, but you have to depend on, you know... That's how good you play, you know? You just can't, you know, blame the game for losing all the time. But, like, in Halo... What's that? Oh, yeah? Oh, that was a Hitman. Hitman's the choreographer, the Nick Fury. Yeah, he's straight up. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I've ever played that game. Use?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, message me a link to that game. Yeah, message me a link. Or send me the title of that, and I'll look it up.
Oh no! I have 4 of them. Well,
I had a second controller, but I lost it in my my supplies. I still have Xbox. Some guy at work. I used to work with him. I don't work there no more. But he offered me. He was like, "Hey, you like Xbox?" And we were talking about Xboxes and stuff. And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I would get one, but you know, there's no games on it." And I said it like reluctantly, and I was like, you know, because I play a PS4 and I have so many things on PS4 that it doesn't really matter. But if I had games to play on the Xbox, I would buy an Xbox. So he's like, hey, I got a go ahead. So, I've seen some of the gameplay, some of it. I haven't seen any of the launch trailers, no. Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so, the guy, he's telling me about his Xbox, and he didn't tell me too much about it. He's like, yeah, I'll sell you my Xbox for $250. I was like, I'll gladly buy that, you know? That's a fair price for Xbox One S is coming out for $400. $250 for a lightly used Xbox is good, you know? And he's like, it comes with the controller, and I was like, yeah, you know? Oh yeah, so... Oh yeah, so he didn't say that. He didn't say anything. So I bought it off of him. And when he was like, I went to go to the bank and get money. And he went to his car, and I went to go look at it. And he's like, it was still in the box, all right, because they put it back in the box. And he was like, it's a Gears of War limited edition Xbox One. And it was Gears. Yeah, well, here's the thing. It was an Xbox One, and it was the red Gears of War, you know, red box and everything. And I was looking at it, like, Gears of War 4 is on there. I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, I left my gamer tag on there, my account on there, and I downloaded every game for the last couple years, so there's over 200 games on there. And I downloaded some games just in case if you didn't get them. Like, there was 12 games on the system still. You know, he's like, yeah, I downloaded, like, Halo, and I downloaded a couple games you might like. And I was like, so I got 230 games. And an Xbox One for $250. That's like $1 a video game. That, like this thing is over, like, at least $2,000. Worth $2,000 of just, like, legit, like, just games, you know? And I was like, oh my god. And he's like, yeah, you know, like, it's not a big deal. Like, you've been talking about Gears of War a lot, and, you know, I'm getting a 1S anyways. And I'm like, oh, okay. So his trade-off was he bought, or he didn't have to trade in his system. Like, he gave it to someone that actually, you know, that actually would enjoy it. And he was like, yeah, that was a trade-off. But also, he was like, what did he say? I'm trying to find this guy. Sorry. But what happened was, when he got his new system, I'm not sure what the exclusives are for Xbox One right now, or Xbox in general, but they give you like 3 free games, don't they, a month? They give you 1 free game for Xbox or whatever, one, and then the previous games or whatever. So it's like, you're getting like 6 free games for like $10 a month. So that's not a bad deal if you think about it. Well, here's the thing about flash sales, alright? Usually they're games that are a little bit older. They're a little bit older, but like they're like pretty named games, you know? Oh, those Vita games? Those do look and sound really good to have. I bet. Portable. See, that's what this is what Nintendo did that was like the smartest thing ever. They did not make a handheld after the Game Boys and stuff like that until Vita came out and they perfected what, like, you had the DS's, you had the this, you had the that, you had the touchscreen and everything like that. But then they made a system, you know, the Switch. They made that Switch so versatile that it hit so many aspects of what PlayStation didn't do, that Xbox did not do, that like all these other companies did not do. And it's like, that's why Nintendo is doing so good with one single standalone franchise mascot. Like like if you think about it, Mario's gotten pretty far, you know. Like 1985, Nintendo comes out with a character that they're like, oh yeah, let's play Duck Hunt, you know, Mario combo, you know. And you think about it, you're like, oh man, that's some pretty good marketing. 2 games for the price of 1, and then you can play on your, you know, 2-button, freaking 4-directional, you know, freaking start select controller, you know. And then you're like, man, it got pretty far because they did the same exact, like, it's the same exact setup still, you know. But now they are actually like providing you with a screen to play it off of, which is great. And they charge you a monthly fee now. And they're like, oh yeah, let's throw in a freaking monthly fee, but for your family. And now your family can play with you. So it's like, you know, they hit a freaking home run on that one. Out of freaking field, out of freaking ballpark on that. It's like, let's make it cheap so your family can afford to play this a month. Because we want your family to play these games when they get older. And that's like, you put hook, line, and sinker, 30 years down the road, you already made $1 million. You know, it's guaranteed. Because, look at freaking Smash. Mario Brothers Smash, or Melee, or whatever you want to call it. The Mario Brothers Brawl. The series, like, they even throw freaking, you know, Ken and Ryu from freaking Street Fighter. And you, like, they had Godfather freaking, combat-oriented fighting game, and then they made it even better, you know? It used to be a one-on-one, what used to, you know, mano-y-mano freaking fighting game. Now it's like, hey, let's throw story in there, too. Let's make it like where everyone can have their own thing. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy because it works, and they knew how to do it. Like,
Yeah, he was just up there in like a little corner looking at the wall.
are you talking about your teammate?
Looks like the Fallen are bringing in a glimmer drill. Keep a sharp lookout.
What I'm really glad about that game, what I really like about that game is, like, they didn't use NPCs where the NPCs dictate your objective or your mission, but I wish they would have thrown that in there because Dragon Age did that. That's what I miss about Dragon Age, was like, you could fail, but still, like, you could, you know, as long as your whole team didn't die, then you didn't fail. You know what I mean? But as soon as your whole team died, then you failed. And they only had 5 ways, not 7. There's an event going on, and I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, it's only got 2 minutes left. What about it? I want to say holidays, but it's like once a month. I know for a fact. I'm not sure where this guy went, but everything disappeared.
A glimmer mining pool. Shut them down.
There they go again.
I think I won.
Wow, I'm rubber banding.
Find the next extraction site.
Nice if it was here. What is it? Big boys here.
That was loud, bro. Can you not?
There goes the drill. Yeah.
Tricky business, mining Glimmer without a drill. Good work.
Oh, I got something. I got a relic. I don't know what I'm doing, but I guess I'm having fun, you know? And that kind of is the only thing that really matters. I might jump on that game again. What's the daily today?
Magma, I think.
What can I do for you?
Was it Icebreaker?
Goodbye, Guardian. My dear Mark, I am toasty warm, I assure you. Though, you might send me more tea.
Everything in this game is cosmetic until you break it down.
We're done here. Get to extraction.
Some of your fellow Guardians seem very surprised mere mortals can accomplish so much without light. They should spend more time in the city, I think. One shot. One shot for every friend
Dude.
you've lost.
I'm not gonna lie, Assad, when I played with Assad, wow. Different ball game. Because he had a whole freaking digit more than me, but also, like, it definitely elevated my freaking play style. It elevated my company. And other people were attracted to him because, like, you had a better team. Plain and simple. Like,
Happy to help with something.
so you were doing more missions.
No one else.
Yeah, you were doing more missions, but they were better missions, and you were successfully doing something that was a little bit tougher. But you had people there that were just gonna be like, "Hey, I'll pick you up especially when you're getting OP, overpowered just by like dogs. You see the cat dogs or the cat, and it's like, damn, like that happens. That happens. That happens when you get overpowered by the dogs. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you have a strong team and your team picks you back up. But if you get wiped out, it's just funny. Where am I going with this guy?
Yeah.
The auto rifles, man. Get these auto rifles out of here.
Did you wish to discuss something? The intel seems accurate. No house banners, no devils, no wolves. They've thrown it all away.
Yes, you would
I need a gun that auto reloads.
You get captured. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get my barricade up because I only need 35 more detonations in my soldier, so I might as well get my barricade. But I need to get. I'm trying to get my combat gold. That's. And after I get this combat thing done, then I just have to worry about weapons, and then I'll be done with all the tags.
I'm not gonna lie, that really sucked. That pistol, like, it sucks having a pistol that doesn't auto reload. I know that sounds stupid, but at the same time, it's like I did it to myself.
What, you're Batarian? You're not feeling it with that Batarian? I really hardly ever use it. I only usually get them up to 20, but... Or the other one, the Vanguard one, it's got hardly any armor. Got my Krogan Gladiator up to 10 now. That's the next thing to go.
I shot a guy with a grenade, and the grenade didn't. Oh, there it is. It didn't explode. It just. Oh my god, that was kind of cool.
Back.
Gonna reach that level 10. Yeah, that game leveling up is kind of a chore. Oh yeah. It's not bad, but it's a chore.
got him up to a 10. Mine's only up to a 3, my big. Rare this time. I'm glad to be here. Usually, oh, go on. Well, I usually use the 50,000 credit. That's either new weapons, upgraded weapons, and once in a while you'll get a rare, ultra rare.
They had that one thing out. The Apex this weekend was for $500,000 or something, or 6.6, million. And I'm like, damn, dude, like that sucks. That sucks because it's like, it's so hard to get that, Unless you're doing nothing but platinum. Unless you're doing nothing but platinums, that's hard to get. But will you want it? You know what? I should have done that. I should have done that because you have a point where it's like, but it was like all that grinding. So I'm thinking I'm gonna wait until the next Apex mission, and then when I run it with you guys, that's when I'm gonna open up, like, because it's kind of like opening up a pack of new magic cards to me, with nothing. And I say that in the nicest way because, like, it's like when you actually go to an event, an actual like con or an actual event, and you're guaranteed those like, hey, there might be a White Lotus in this packet. Period. You're guaranteed at least something worth X amount of dollars for whatever, And it's like, the way I think about it, like, you will never get a rare card that hasn't already been, distributed in a way. But if you have a rare pack like that, like this, it's like, the chance of you getting it, you had, like, for those Apex card packs or whatever, like, the chance of you getting those again is like you've had to have at least 7 or 8 figures in your freaking credit pool, and not that many people have that. Period. Having, yeah. Isn't a jumbo like 10,000? Or are you talking about premiums? Yeah, because jumbo. Yeah. Yeah, like there's the jumbo and the ammo. I buy one jumbo and one ammo every single time, so it's 2,000 already, or 20,000 I should say, every time I play. So it's like if you use 5 revives in a mission, you're automatically using up a jumbo. Yeah. So it's like the trade-off is you can level up your character, but it costs you a jumbo pack. Just that grind. Yeah.
I'm the other way around. I've got a ton of first aids, but like I've used so many revives.
And that's all your gameplay. If you start playing golds and you start playing platinums, it's a different story. I need a sniper rifle really bad. And they're not giving me one. Like, I don't mind using a freaking battle rifle, but sniper rifle is where it's at.
Yeah, it's the lag.
Oh shit. Where? Guys, okay? Yeah. Don't. Not. You don't want me to revive you, Zod? No, you said don't, and then I was going to, and then by the time I did, you went fire.
Because the shot just went off.
Yeah, that's some serious lag.
See, this is probably one of the best red dots because it actually follows.
They're both hiding in this little thing. I put it that way so we won't get it from the back.
I am a huge fan of that sword. When people think they can run up on you and then you're just like, sweet. Melee freaking mastery, freaking dragon sword comes out of nowhere. Totally stick it up their butthole and kebab them. It's classic. It is. It's a classic move. Something Lord of the Rings, you know. Kind of like that one time when you knew Gandalf had absolutely nothing with that sword. And then you're like, maybe in the sequel he'll have something. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, the sword turns into a flame. You're like, oh, cool. I think he's gonna win. Next thing you know, boop. Big ass dragon thing out of nowhere takes a dart nap. Anyone else enjoy that moment? Or it's just me nerding out over here? Hey, here's the thing about Mass Effect, though. If they do pick up Andromeda and make it better, like Andromeda 2, or like, if they do that, alright, I'll pick it up. I'll buy it. I'm not gonna lie.
So will I. I'll buy it also. Especially if you got the Quarians, you know? Quarians.
There's because they have so much. They have so much. I guess it's called hype. Not just hype, but expectations for them. That it encourages some of the artists and some of the writers to do better. And they had a lot to live up to. So it's like I didn't give up on them. And the reason why I didn't give up on them is not because they gave up on this game, but they were going towards something else. They want to experience and they want to experiment with a newer system before they go, jump in full-fledged with this project. It's like, hey, you know what? By the way, we're working on something else. Do you want to just put that down for a second? If they did, go ahead.
They're working on the new Mass Effect now and the new Dragon Age. And as soon as Anthem is done, then it'll go full bore on those two projects. That's what
Well, I don't mind
does.
seeing a Dragon Age. Dragon Age is a really nice game. It's a really nice series. It is, but I don't like the crafting. The crafting is a little bit much for me personally. It's cool. I like it, but it's too much. Just give me the weapons that are already made. Like, don't make me forge and create things that should already be part of the story. Like, kind of like in KOTOR. Like, being able to create your own lightsaber was cool, but having the parts or the pieces that were part of, like, you know, the lightsaber lore or the Star Wars lore was like, it was already there. You know, like, you don't have to make clothes. Like, that's too much. Like, you're not... Like... Like, you're... It's like, you're not a freaking... It's like, you're not an alchemist, you're not a this, you're not a that, you're not a blacksmith, you're not a freaking seamstress. Like, you are a freaking, you know, you're a adventurer, a strategist. If you want to think about it, you're an adventurer, strategist, or you're a adventurer, period. You're not all that stuff rolled into one, unless you want to pursue that. And it's just like, you're just throwing so much out there, it's kind of annoying. You know, it's overwhelming into one game. Like, multiplayer, it's okay. Multiplayer was okay to, like, craft everything. But during the single player, it's like, you know, like, single player, just give them a good story, you know? Give everyone a good story.
Shut them down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the same exact thing.
Okay, it's a big monkey. Well, you're not gonna go behind this thing.
Yeah, these enemies are walking around dead. Like, I don't get it.
They're heading to another site.
Now I gotta find this other site.
Oh, you know.
You sound like my mom.
If it's a legitimate issue.
Oh, I need help so bad right now, and we're almost done with this. There we go. Yes! Give me that blue. I finally got a blue. I'm looking for those exotics. Eventually I'll get a yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Just kidding. They don't. They don't call me Mellow Yellow at all. I think of the Homer J. Simpson whenever I hear that. Wow. Oh, he just threw a grenade in a group of people.
I can play anything with the Krogan. I can always switch whenever you want.
Wait a minute, how did you get invisible? You be doing that invisible shit? Ah,
Yeah.
bastard. Pissing me off. Now you're dead. Oh, God, there's... Yeah, I'm running now. Bastard, die! Oh, he's there.
Shining glimmer without a drill. Good work.
Come on, why is this... Why is
Oh,
my
yeah, blue
shield
stuff.
not going down my... That shield.
I'm not gonna lie, the appeal of this game grew on me. The first day, me playing it yesterday was like, you know, I'm kind of bored. But now I'm like, it's appealing. Because you get these new guns, and you get this new clothing, and it's like, I'll put these on. Because, you know, it makes me stronger. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Diablo's the worst.
I like to
Don't
play
do
the
that.
campaign because I get to wear RN7 armor. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
just
think
up and left.
I gotta go to the I gotta go to the post office, so I'm gonna take off for a little while, guys. If you're on later on, I'll give you a ring, okay? Brave
Alright, later,
heart,
Jedi.
okay? All right, you gotta do a few things, you know how world things you gotta do in your life. So I gotta go.
Yeah.
Take care. It's been fun.
Oh, always.
Fun. Always fun. Take care. Well, it's just how, it's just sometimes it's just how it is when you get older, I know I get grumpy sometimes too. Sometimes I don't play because I don't want my grumpiness to be for everybody else. I know how it's fun. Yeah, it's just how it is. It doesn't matter if you're old or young, it still happens. Okay, so I'll see you guys later when I come back on and you're on. I'll invite you. Okay?
Alright, Jedi.
All right.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the same thing to everybody except for the fourth character. If the shield booster, the Krogan, or the objective guy disconnects, it's GG. But I really like the Angara.
They're alright. I think the character design itself is kind of weird, but the actual
No,
abilities are really good. But it's hard to use, hard to master. They did? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You didn't know what the Koreans looked like, though. Oh, I got invited? You guys inviting me? Is that us right now?
Yeah, if you want to play.
Oh yeah, sure. Hold on. I'm in the middle of just running around, so I'll gladly...
No worries, man. Take your time.
Cool,
I'm not in a rush.
What missions are you doing? Like, are you playing silver or are you playing gold?
Yeah.
I'm more comfortable in silver, so just letting you know.
Silver it is.
Alright, hold on. Let me square myself away.
No, I meant the Angara Insurgent, the shield booster.
What about it?
I really like him as the shield booster, especially for platinum, because he one of his passive abilities increases the link that shield boost is active by 20%.
What about it? What about it?
The I don't know
What are you
if
buying?
the Solarian has something like that.
What about it? What are you buying? What are you selling? Just kidding. I just poor imitation of. They should bring him back. Bring that character back. Yeah, that platinum's a little bit rough. Not gonna lie.
Looks like he's in a game right now. He's probably got a crew together doing it.
What are you selling? Not gonna lie, platinum is a different league. And you like to change it up, I'm guessing?
I do.
I'm not sure who. I thought he left.
That was in our game? Oh, look at that.
How many do you have right now? 3? 4?
Lucky day. It's just 3. We still got a spot open.
Sweet. Leave it there. If you want to, you can private it. I'm gonna be there.
It's already been. It's already been private.
Cool. I think it's funny that this character looks like she has a milk mustache because she's blue. Her skin is blue, but the undertones and the way that the mouth and her face is like white, like the white shadow, according to Bob Ross, white shadow is blue because it's cooler. And it's not gray per se. It's blue because it gives it the illusion of temperature. I'm just gonna say that because it sounds cool. But the more I observed it, I was like, yeah, you know, like gray. I'm not gonna say it's not existent. But black is because it's it's what is it? Black is a shade. There we go. If that makes sense. Because black can be any color. It's the I guess it's the intensity of a certain color, or that is completely oh damn it. How do I even I can't. Is it? I thought that was white. I thought that was white.
No. White is the absence of color.
Is it? I thought that was black. Black is the absence of color. Black is the absence of color.
If you take all the colors and then throw them all together. Yeah.
I'll try that. I'll try it. I'm gonna try it. But I thought it was like, you know how the prism was Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon's prism was the. Oh man, I'll look it up.
Melt a bunch of crayons together, and you get one big black blob.
I have to science. I have to science it because apparently I didn't go to school and learn anything. Period. I did not learn anything. I didn't. Well, like even going to college, I'm like, I'm into art school, and I'm like, man, you learned everything off of YouTube. I'm like, I'm a little bit upset. But here's the thing, going to the library is a great tool. It's a great tool and it's a great thing to have, because there's always someone out there that's gonna tell you with statistics what something is, or like that their published record of something that you're looking up. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, the library keeps updating its facts, which is like, I think they shouldn't discard old text. They should update it while factoring and archiving old text and old editions. I hate that. I hate when they throw away stuff though. They should never throw away. No, the library I worked at, they did. They threw away everything. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly. That's how a library should be. That's how, like, a library should be a landfill of nothing but literature. Period.
Public.
public library.
Okay,
And
yeah,
the
you
public
have a.
library is
I'm not gonna lie, you had
copies.
a freaking gem of a freaking environment that